Originally, this line was built between 1872 and 1873 by what was then a small company called the Columbus and Springfield Railroad. That was, in time, absorbed into a large railroad company called the New York Central Railroad. They operated it throughout World War II and so forth. It ended up in what's called Conrail. Conrail owned it until 1994, when it became the Camp Chase Railroad, an independent operation. Now we've changed ownership. We're the Camp Chase Railway. The Camp Chase Railway is owned by a corporation that either owns or operates 4 different short line railroads such as this. Right here in Columbus, we have 15 miles of track that we own and operate. Ultimately, we do tie into a nationwide rail system that includes over 100,000 miles, well over 100,000 miles of rail and coast to coast, and connects with other countries and so forth. This is a freight railroad, so we handle just bulk commodities. Our major customers here are the flour mill that's right off of Sullivan Avenue. They receive wheat from out west. We also serve a major newspaper printing facility, so much of the paper that you find on the newsstands probably came in on our train. And what's called a transload facility, which is where customers who don't have rail to their site can bring in any kind of bulk material on the train and offload or transload it onto a truck for that last mile delivery. A car here that's loaded on our railroad may be at the dock of a warehouse or something along those lines. Once loading's complete, the customer contacts us and contacts our larger railroad partners, Norfolk Southern and CSX, and submits billing on the car to its final destination. We bring it out to the rail yard and the larger railroads ship it cross country. We run first for a few miles on our own track, then we ask for permission from Norfolk Southern's dispatchers to run on their main line to Buckeye Yard and Hilliard, and that is the location where we interchange or exchange cars with Norfolk Southern. Typically, we'll run out with cars to hand off to Norfolk Southern and CSX. We'll set those cars in one track of the yard and we'll hop over to a different track, and there's some cars for us to bring back for our own customers online. The tanker cars that you may see west of Columbus are kind of in temporary staging. So maybe the plant that they're used to delivering materials for is down for maintenance, or some kind of seasonal demand or lack thereof causes them to need a spot to stay temporarily, and we'll do that. Storage helps us out on sections of the track where we don't have active customers. We can store these cars and make enough money to continue to maintain that infrastructure for future business developments. On a short line railroad such as this, we try to have a lean staff, and that means that each one of us does a little bit of everything. So one day I may be in the office doing paperwork, pushing numbers and so forth. The next day I could be out with these guys running train, or maybe pounding spikes on the track doing some maintenance work. A lot of these tracks that we operate on would not be profitable if ran by the larger railroads. It's largely a product of deregulation around 1980 or so. The Staggers Act, as they call it, from Congress, allowed the larger railroads to hand off parts of their system that were weighing down their operation and making it hard to maintain, such as these branch lines that don't really connect on a major route. And that's where these short line railroads, or regional railroads, so to speak, came into play. The customers that we serve rely on rail shipment to stay competitive and keep their employees at work. So if we weren't here, then there would be a lot of people that looking for other jobs just from the lack of logistical advantage.